Donovan, I know after last game, you were pretty focused on we just got to be better. Is that more focus? What stands out to you about this one?
We weren't. We just have to be better. We have to, especially after the way we ended last game. Just got to be better. 1 through 15, 18. I know it's the same message on repeat, but obviously, I'd rather have this happen now than in about 3 weeks. So you learn from things like these. We'll watch the film and get better.
Are there areas that you can that are standing out, or that you can pinpoint maybe from these past couple of games?
Yeah, it's either we go and we get up and kind of let our foot off the gas, or little details, little things. Case in point, I go under a handoff after Zach has hit 5 threes. That can't happen. That's a mistake. We play in San Antonio. They run a play where Chris Paul has the ball at the elbow. They set a flare screen. I'm standing straight up. Harrison Barnes' face cuts me for a layup. Those are 2 things that I stick out in my brain because those are little things that cost you in a playoff series. And obviously there's other things, but those are the things I hold myself accountable for. And always when there's more, but we all have our stuff, and just gotta figure it out. We will.
I mean, we didn't get a great view of what actually happened with your ankle. Could you just tell us?
Yeah, just stepped on his foot.
Are you sore, Dom? It looks like you're limping in here.
Never been better.
But seriously, are you thinking about maybe sitting Tuesday to get this thing healed?
Just gonna let tomorrow be tomorrow, and then go from there.
Don, it looked bad, and then you limp off. Why come back?
Want to get the 1 seed and go from there. Never gonna. If I'm able to go, I'm able to go. And obviously, a little hobbled after the first adrenaline rush, or probably the first, 5 to 10 minutes. But I'm trying to win. We're trying to win. I'm trying to help my team win any way possible. Just bring energy. And if I'm out there, I can't have certain mistakes that I made. So.
Kenny said he was a little surprised by the energy level from you guys and thought it was going to be maybe a little bit more intense with what was on the line. How do you fix that, and did you kind of see the same thing out there?
Yeah. We got to hold ourselves accountable.
You've been so healthy this season with the management and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, not to press you on this ankle, but this could grow into something bad if you just keep going, can it?
Yeah. Like I said, we'll let tomorrow be tomorrow. I'm not going to sit here and assess the future until we figure out what's ahead. So, right now, obviously I'm going to be smart, but, figure out when it gets to it and, be ready.
This was your guys' first opportunity to get the 1 seed, your control, and it didn't happen. What's the feeling like knowing that it slipped away?
Get it on Tuesday. How do you respond? It's equivalent to a playoff loss at the crib. How do you respond? And we play in a day and a half, so go from there.
Donovan, the playoffs begin 2 weeks from now. What do you think this group needs to do to get ready for that moment?
Can't go up 16 against San Antonio and win by 1. Can't allow their 3 best players to go for 30. So just little details like that, box outs or coverages, turnovers. They had 37 points off of our turnovers. It's really like self-inflicted stuff. You got to give Sacramento credit and San Antonio credit. I don't want to take away from that. They had some tough shots. I don't want to take away from their performance. But for us, a lot of that is in our control. Go ahead. You good?
I'm sorry.
No worry. Go.
How encouraging was it to see Ty Jerome play the way he did after missing a handful of games?
Yeah, he's consistent always. He's always going to be there for us. Both ends of the floor. He's a guy that controls the pace, can get going, especially in that fourth. And it's great to have him back for sure.
How have you felt about your guys' end of game execution as a whole this season?
We've been good. Obviously, I don't know what the numbers say. There are things that, like I said, that we're incorporating, especially the past 2 nights. And a lot of it sometimes just isn't execution. Sometimes it's just as simple as like not turning the ball over. You know what I mean? It's a lot of it. Like, you know, dragging my feet on a pivot, or throwing a fastball to Evan San Antonio that goes through his hands. Little things, or just getting a shot on goal is definitely key. And then there's obviously certain things we can be better at as individuals and as a collective. We've been good, you know. There's nothing to really worried about, but we've put some different things in we're looking at and working on, and but we got to be better as a whole. I mean, I've been saying that. So
Donovan, to go back to some of the little things and you guys controlling them, the free throws tonight, I guess how frustrating was that, and what do you do when you miss a couple individually, like to just get back into it?
Just keep going. I mean, you know, you're not going to make them all, but they're free. You got to make them. As simple as that. I missed 3, like 2 to start the game, and the 1 at the end. Like, can't happen. I think we all missed a few. Can't happen.
People talk about peaking at the right time going into the playoffs. Do you feel like this team is in a good spot right now?
Yeah, we all, you know, believe in ourselves and what we can do, and you know, I don't think this is something that we're sitting here with our heads down and, you know, figuring things out. I think the term peaking at the right time is, you know, everybody throws that around, but the biggest thing is, like I said, are you healthy? Are you mentally healthy? And are you ready to go when the time comes? That's the biggest thing. Obviously, yeah, we'd love to win tonight for sure, but you know, it's not easy to win games, especially against a team that's fighting for their life, and we guys got to be better and just win on Tuesday.
Last one for Doc.
Away from the game, Tyler was here. We're able to get him recognized. Were you able to watch that moment and see that happen?
Yeah, I was able to see it in the first half and in the first quarter, and those moments, man, are just so special. I mean, obviously what we do, it's a game, you know, but that's real life. You know what I mean? And for a child to step in and you know, really just do the job of a fireman, like, you know what I mean, and to think to do that, to think to get the ladder, and obviously I don't know the whole process, but like to think to have the ladder, go up there and do that, man, it's special. It takes a lot of bravery, of heart, selflessness, and you know, like I said, the biggest thing is just trying to shine a light on the true heroes. And like I said, what we do is great. We play basketball, you know, for a living. This is highlighting people who continuously do great things in our community, and you know, that's just, you know, my goal is to continue to highlight that because they deserve as much praise as we get on this basketball floor.